Let me make one thing clear. The sky is not falling. Yet.
Soak it in, Atlanta. Bucks take the lead. Ball game over. Braves win. I've never seen a play like that.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Glenwood Games. I am your host, Jojo Brandt. And as you can see, we got some new digs. Look at this, look at this. Peep the new set. Isn't that great? Got a new camera I'm trying out. I mean, this is fantastic. But what isn't fantastic was the Falcons' performance against the Denver Broncos in the first preseason game of the 2026 NFL Preseason last Friday night. That was abysmal, and we're looking to try and make things a little better for this second game. Now, before we talk about anything for the game, we have to be talking about something very important that's been happening this week, and that, of course, is the joint practices up in Indianapolis. So, what's happening there? We got the Falcons. They were having practices with the Colts on Wednesday, August 19th, and today, which is Thursday, August 20th, as of filming. And the takeaway from the first practice, I will not be able to talk about the one that's happening today because we're filming at a certain time. The takeaways in the first day are that I'm starting to be a little concerned about Tua Tagovailoa because we had a drive against the Colts where it's reported that it went like this: sack, Bijan tackle for loss, Tua fumbles the snap. He also threw a pick six. Like, he had some moments. There was a great catch by Drake London that, if you ask me, was underthrown by Tua, but he was able to moss. So Drake's great. Like, the wide receivers are looking good. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Tua just was not looking very good in training camp. Right tackle Jawan Taylor took every right tackle snap during the practice and said that he felt good. He is now technically the starter, though the starters will not be playing in this game. So let's talk about that in a minute. And of course, this is what I was really excited to hear. Apparently, the run defense for the Falcons showed massive improvement because we got ran all over against the Broncos last week. That was a really unimpressive game run defense-wise, and it's great to see that we were able to hold things down a little bit. Injury-wise, we'll say this: Jesse Bates III did not receive any teamwork. Avion Terrell sidelined, but my boy, the leader of this defense, Divine Diablo, he was back for this round, and he's practicing yesterday, and I believe he'll be practicing today. So good to see the leader of our defense, especially with Caden Ellis' departure, is back. Now, let's talk about this preseason game, because obviously that's what this video is really about. Kevin Stefanski has said, I believe, the starters will not be playing against the Colts on Saturday, so we won't be seeing the first team come out again. We believe they'll see some more significant time against the Dolphins next week. Stefanski has said he believes the first and third preseason games to be more important than the second. And of course, with all the joint practices, he feels that the Falcons have already had or going to have enough reps and time for their starters to get some work in against another team. So we will not be seeing the starters in this game against the Colts, but there will be players that you should be very excited about, starting with who I hope will become quarterback free, Jack Strand. He was the only quarterback to play at all passing of a game on Friday night against the Colts. He had our only touchdown, and the rookie, I want to see him become QB free because Cooper Rush, in my opinion, is god awful, and unfortunately, we'll be seeing him technically start, I believe, against the Colts. God, I'm getting my horses all mixed up. But we're going to have to see a little more Cooper Rush, so hopefully he can be a little less of a dumpster fire than he was against the Broncos. And on the receiving end, Zachariah Branch, we believe we'll be seeing some more action in this second preseason game. And I would love to see some more time for him to really get out in space and make some plays, maybe even deeper down the field. Obviously, he was touted as being this really fast, really good playmaker from the screen game and things. And I know we will not be seeing much of a game plan when it comes to intricacies from the Falcons at all this preseason. preseason, but I would love to see Zachariah Branch be used a little bit in the ways we can hope to see him be used in the regular season. That is, as someone who can stretch the field and make some big plays with his speed. And defensively, the guy you should be looking out for, and I'm looking out for, that is the rookie, that is Kendall Daniels. He has been fantastic in practice, if you ask me, having been able to watch him. Obviously, defense didn't do a whole lot in the game against the Broncos of note, but Kendall Daniels, he's been chirping in practice. I mean, he was trash-talking Drake London and Bijan. Like, the dude has the dog in him, and he was playing such physical and, like, I don't know, ferocious even, like, in practice. And that is something I think we desperately need, because I think the biggest problem we had against the Broncos was that the Falcons came out looking a little dazed. Atlanta didn't look like they knew there were going to be a football game today. They were so, like, the Broncos brought so much more energy than the Falcons did to that first preseason game, and that is something we must address. That is something we have to be able to do. Preseason, we got to get our energy up, especially the starters, which we'll probably be able to do against Miami next week, but that's a different video, of course. So to see that Kendall Daniels has been having such energy in preseason and in camp, that is great to see, and I'm excited to see what he's able to do against the Colts come this Saturday afternoon. Now, about the game itself, it will be, I believe, 1 p.m. against the Colts up in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I am not going to have massive hopes for this game when it comes to the score. Obviously, the starters won't be playing. I'm really only in this to see if Zachariah Branch can show off some of what I hope to see from him, and if the defensive depth can get anything going. I really just want to see the Falcons not look like the dazed idiots they sort of did at certain points in the Broncos game. I really want to see Atlanta come out and have at least a little bit of, like, fire to them, some energy I think we didn't have last weekend. And really, all I'm looking for out of this game is energy. I'm looking for energy. I'm looking for some nice plays, some depth pieces. I'm looking for the rookies to step up. Really, I'm looking for everything I was looking for in the Broncos game, because nothing of what I wanted to happen in the Broncos game happened. None of it. And to that end, I'm always going to be picking my Falcons to win. So I'm going to pick the Falcons to win 20-17 come Saturday afternoon. Though this is the only game of the season where I can really say it doesn't really matter to me what the final score is, as long as we see what I want to see, which I'll reiterate: energy, rookie impact, and just a cleaner game than we played on Friday night. But the most important part of the video is here, and that's the part where you, dear viewer, get down and tell me, what do you want to see the Falcons do on Saturday? Who do you want to see step up? Who do you want to see make an impact depth-wise? Which of the rookies do you want to see? What is a successful Falcons-Colts game to you? Thank you for watching to the end of this video. I am so excited with my new setup and stuff to be able to talk about the Falcons all season. I am so thankful that you've watched and that you're hanging out with me. And I hope to see you throughout the entire season. And so to that end, if you want to support the channel and you want to help me hit my goal, my very lofty goal of 10,000 subscribers before the Atlanta Falcons win a playoff game, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, send it to your friends, and of course, hit the notification bell so you never miss anything. Notification bell is the real subscribe button, as we all know, and as I always say on this channel. This is Glenwood Games. I am your host, Jojo Brandt, the certified hood classic in the cul-de-sac. And thank you so much for watching. Rise up. Have a great rest of y'all week. Peace out.